All right, it says we're live. I believe we are live, and we are live. Yeah, welcome to the Sunday Nightcap. It is back in Raiderland every Sunday night around 7:15. We're going to hang out with you guys in the Arctic Air Studios, spend a little bit of time, talk a little bit about Texas Tech, Big 12, recap the weekend with you guys, NFL, Cowboys, you name it, whatever is on your mind. We want to hear from you. You can utilize the United Supermarkets. Text line 806 772 0197 to get in. We're going to look at Texas Tech. They opened as a 7-point favorite, went to a 10-point favorite almost immediately, nearly immediately against Houston. Everybody yesterday on Raiderland Rewind, brought to you by Thacker Jewelry. Wonder if Tech could ever win another game. Vegas thinks you're going to win and going to win easily against Houston. We'll talk about that. Taylor Swift, no better marketer, no better promoter than Taylor Swift. There, Chiefs Kingdom, sitting with Travis Kelce's mom. Will she Yoko Ono the Chiefs? And Dallas and Arizona, that was pure NFL today, was it not? That's the NFL every week. You look at those big numbers, and then not only do they a lot of times not even cover, sometimes those dogs win outright. So we'll look at all that today with you. Get your comments in, your questions in, 806 772 0197. Here's the deal on the nightcap. It is YouTube only. It is shorter than almost everything we do. We just want to hang out for just a little bit, spend some time with you, get our thoughts in and everything else. And then if we can get your thoughts in on the United Supermarkets text line, just like the radio show, we do that, 806 772 0197. But mainly it's just an opportunity to tidy up the weekend, have a little bit of fun on a Sunday night. Brought to you in part by Domino's Pizza, Domino's.com. Get the app. Huge savings on the app. They got great discounts. You go to Domino's.com. You can enter in, your favorite orders. You can have it ready to go. Pick it up tonight on your way home. Maybe you're out and about still. Get ready for Monday Night Football. Be ready for that. So we thank Domino's Pizza, one of our great sponsors among many here in Raiderland. And you see all the sponsors and you say, hey, I want to take care of those people. That's exactly what we want you to do. If you see them on social media in different places, tell them thanks for being a part of the Raiderland. All right, so let's talk about Texas Tech and Houston. First off, line comes out today. It opens early at -7, the total at 60.5. Almost immediately, South Point circa, they end up at -10. That's where we are, the books that have it out there. The total has plummeted off the open to 55.5. I'm seeing 156 still. We're waiting on a couple of other books out there to see what they're going to do with it. So what are we seeing there? Well, we're seeing Houston hasn't played anybody very good. They win last night against Sam Houston. They put up, 41 at the end of the night against a Sam Houston State team that had held, I believe, BYU to 14, but Sam Houston had not scored. Sam Houston was not a very good football team. The same team that lost to Rice. This is as much a reflection on where I think a lot of bettors and early on people think that Houston is, and that surely Texas Tech is not as bad as they look like for most of the game yesterday. It looks like right now that Tyler Shuck going to be out with a fibula, probably a season-ending injury. We haven't heard anything, and I don't know that Joey McGuire tomorrow at media will say anything about that, but it's definitely going to be Baron Morton. He's the guy so many Texas Tech fans wanted to see. You saw him yesterday. He did not look all that sharp. And it wasn't like he just came in the fourth quarter. He had a full game, more or less, to get his feet underneath him, and it really didn't translate to anything. He missed on a lot of throws. People will say, well, the receiver's this or that. No, Baron Morton didn't look very good yesterday. I'm not going to say that the moment was too big for him because he's seen the moment before. He's seen West Virginia, albeit in Lubbock. So that was probably a little disappointing, I think, for everybody involved with the way he looked. But Texas Tech will open up as a favorite in this game. And I actually think it'll end up around 9.5. Eventually, I think during the week, there's going to be some buyback on Houston. But for the Tech fans who think the sky is falling, they were probably maybe a little surprised seeing Texas Tech open up as the favorite and then it go up. Now, we look around elsewhere. How is Taylor Swift going to destroy the season for the Kansas City Chiefs? Obviously, today, it didn't hinder them. That's the way it goes. Things are good. Things start off good with Taylor Swift. and then you're ended up as the focus of a complete album. What rhymes with Kelsey? That's what we need to know right now. What rhymes with Kelsey, and how is she going to make that happen? 41-10, the final. Mahomes, just a huge day, and really even only playing about half a game of real football. You saw him get clipped in the back of the heel a little bit. I don't think we're got anything major to worry about on that. Then Kelsey, 7 catches, 69 yards. 69. Nice. 1 touchdown, with Taylor Swift sitting there with mom in the family box wearing the jersey. There is no better self-promoter. There is no one who does it better than Taylor Swift. We applaud you, and I think she's found kind of the right guy. This is sort of Giselle and Tom Brady. She was popular in her own realm, making her own money, much more than Tom Brady ever made. Same thing with Taylor Swift. She handed out more bonuses to truck drivers than Travis Kelce is going to make this year. But he's well known. He's popular. He's not a threat. We'll see how this goes. But will this? We've always said the only thing that can derail Patrick Mahomes is internal stuff. Is she Yoko Ono? Is she Yoko Ono? Is Travis Kelce, John Lennon, someone? Is Mahomes McCartney? What's happening here? It's not going to end well, I fear. And I was wondering, okay, what's going to go on? How is this going to play out? What is not going to end well? What are we going to see? And now we know. Now we know it's Taylor Swift. 28-16 final. Cardinals beat the Cowboys. Said this is pure NFL. Most people don't pay attention to how razor thin the margin is between good teams and bad teams. Better than average, less than average, and then the whole middle, which is most of the NFL. The whole any given Sunday thing is real. You saw it today. I'm not saying this was a trap game, because there are no trap games in the NFL. They're all trap games. And Dallas just didn't play good enough. The defense, obviously, without Diggs out there, we wondered if Dobbs would be able to take advantage. Would they be able to take advantage of that at all offensively? They were able to do that to an extent today, nickel and diming them. And then you just give up a ton on the run. Wow, give me the team stats here. What they do on the ground? Net rushing, 222 for Arizona on the day. 7.4 on the rush average, which Diggs is valuable in a lot of different ways. You see it today. Doesn't mean that the season is over by any stretch of the imagination for the Dallas Cowboys. What it does mean is that's how razor thin the margin is. And I'm kind of intrigued how many folks, got burned today by the Cowboys. By the way, I'm done with Survivor. Thank you, Houston Texans. Pure Jarrah cow chokes off the United Supermarkets text line. I don't know that it's a choke job, I don't know that you consider that a choke job. Big favorite, everything else. A lot of smart people came in late over the weekend after the injury news. Yeah, this is what the NFL does. Anytime you think it's easy, anytime you think you're going to have a huge day, that's how thin the margin is, and we see it one more time. All right, we'll get out of here in just a second. Just wanted to hop on just for a few minutes. Big week coming up here. Tomorrow, McGuire, the coaches, will talk with DeRuiter and Kitley. We will have your Raiderland helmet stickers ready to roll in the morning, theraiderland.com. If you haven't checked out the column today, 5 things we know on a Sunday. If you only read one, read number 5. But if you read number 5, you probably read all through 4, so that's good, right? So that's what you want to do. So you might as well do that. Then you can get your comments in, and then we'll get ready for Tech in Houston. Woohoo! Big 12. Gotta love it. Any word about a Morton collarbone? No, and I don't think we're going to hear anything on that until tomorrow at the earliest. Now, here's the best news. Joey McGuire, as much as any coach that we've seen around Texas Tech, is upfront and open about injuries more than anybody. So if Morton is dinged up on that late, not late hit, but hit late, we'll find out tomorrow. I will tell you this. There's a lot of people who don't think that's the problem in smart places like Las Vegas. and they would be hearing whispers and more than whispers. And the fact that that number has gone up to 10 from 7, that tells me that most of the smart people think that Morton's going to be good to go and ready to go. Thank you, Domino's Pizza, Arctic Air Studios. Tonight, it's popcorn shrimp in shrimp cocktail sauce, as opposed to the, well, you guys, if you saw the show yesterday, you know what we're talking about. All right, we had fun. That's going to do it. It's the Sunday Nightcap. It's YouTube only. That's why we tell you, you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel for us, and we'll see you bright and early in the morning.